Hello, hello. It has been so long since I was last over on YouTube. I don't know what I thought I was doing. Yeah, I don't know what I thought. I also had to delete the other app I had because, and I don't know why I forgot to re-download it. It took up too much space. And if this sounds like an excuse, oh my god, it's not an excuse, but it sounds like an excuse. Okay, as you can see, this creature on my phone. This is another what if. This is what if Deku had the power of hate. He will not have fear. This is fear magic, though. Fear magic with the hate. Or is that a... That's fear magic, so... Yeah, let's start. Midoriya was born into his mother. Yeah, I was born in... No, don't do this twisty-turny stuff. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, he was born with his mother. Midoriya, when he turned 3, his mother took him to the hospital to see if he would have a quirk. They did blood tests, but the doctors had accidentally got his mixed up with another kid's. And so they said he wouldn't have a quirk and the other kid would have a quirk. So when Deku heard this news, he was upset and went back to his... Oh my god. Don't come in here. So, yeah, he went back to his room after his mom had taken him home. And after that, he cried and cried himself to sleep. The next morning, he got on the computer and he started to watch YouTube. He had the entire weekend, though. It was the weekend, so he wouldn't have to go to school and tell the other kids that he was quirkless. Well, he actually had a quirk, but like I said, he got his mixed up with another kid, so... Okay, after the weekend was over, which went by really fast for Midoriya, his mother said it's time for school. He got up upset, and he put on his preschool outfit. He walked with his mom to school. She had an upset look on her face, too. Deku was just... He couldn't think. He was so scared to tell the other kids, because Bakugo and a lot of the other kids there had already awakened their quirks. Actually, he should be 5 years old. Okay, never mind, scratch that, he's 5, not 3. No, 4. 4 is better. When he arrived to school, preschool, his mother gave him a kiss on the cheek, and she left. Deku walked into class. The teacher then said, "Today we will be showing off more kids' quirks." Oh, Deku. Oh, Deku would hate this. After 5 minutes, it was Deku's turn. Deku walked to the front of the class, everyone waiting in anticipation except Bakugo. Bakugo just rolled his eyes and ugh. Let's see this kid's quirk. But Deku just stood there and did nothing. The class had a confused look, same with the teachers. Deku started to tell the class that he had no quirk. That he went to the doctor, and the doctor told him that he wouldn't have a quirk. There was whispers among the children. Bakugo had a surprised look on his face, before it turned into a smirk. The teacher tried to comfort him. She was a little, she felt really bad for Deku. She gave him a hug, and she told him it's okay, and you can go sit down now. Deku looked at some of the kids looked away from him and giggled a little bit. Deku sat there, he couldn't think. How long has this been? Oh, 4 minutes already, nice. After his mother came to pick him up after school. When walking home, he asked his mom, "Mom, do you think I can still become a hero?" His mother had tears in her eyes. She started to really tear up. But she couldn't show Deku weakness and that he couldn't become a hero. She told him, "Yes, Midoriya, you can still become a hero." Deku had a little smile on his face, and tears went down his eyes. His face. No! Okay. His tears went down his face, yeah. A few years later, Midoriya is 10 years old. Bakugo has been bullying him and his other friends. One day when Midoriya is at the park on a playdate with his mom and Bakugo's mom and his Bakugo's friends' moms, they decided to play a game of hide and seek. They told Deku to go hide, Bakugo would be seeker. But what they didn't tell Deku is that they would be using their quirks on the person they find, so we better be careful. As Deku ran into the forest, the other two followed him before splitting away from him. One used his wings to fly into the trees, and the other used his long fingers to Spider-Man his way. He used his long fingers to Spider-Man it. After Midoriya kept running before finding a place behind a rock. A big rock. He sat there. He heard footsteps. After about 15 minutes of sitting there, he heard footsteps after a crack of a stick. He heard, "Where are you? I'm coming for you." Midoriya slowly crawled to the other side of the rock as Bakugo was coming around the other side. Midoriya could hear sparks coming from his hand. Little explosions. As he crawled around the other side, Bakugo walked past the rock. He said, "No one here." So Bakugo sprinted off. Midoriya sighed as he heard something. "Hey." He looked up and there was an adult, someone taller than him. "What are you doing out here all by yourself, kid?" Midoriya said, "My mom told me not to talk to strangers, but you're talking to me now, aren't you?" Midoriya started to crawl away, but the person, all of a sudden, the trees grabbed him. Midoriya screamed at how tight the tree's limbs were. This is not Kami Woods. Oh god, I don't. That's all of a sudden. He heard Bakugo scream, hey, you dumb, tree person, tree manipulator, whatever. What do you think you're doing?" He said, "Oh, nothing much. Just gonna kill your friend here." "I'm just gonna kill your friend here." He said, "Oh, no, you're not. I'm the only one who gets the right to kill Midoriya, to kill Deku." I just realized they're 10 years old. Why am I making it sound like they're 5? Oh my god, I just realized. They thought they were 5, and I thought they were 10. Okay. Bakugo created some big explosions in his hands that the other parents heard on the other side of the park. They were miles into the forest, by the way, and they heard screams. Bakugo managed to hit the person in the face and made them drop Deku. They both took off running. Before Bakugo said, "You dang nerd, you got me into this. You're gonna get us out." Though Midoriya wasn't too focused on Baku, he was just trying to escape. The villain then was chasing them through the forest. The other two kids then appeared out of nowhere. Midoriya told them to run, as they started running. After they had reached back to the park, the person then appeared. All of a sudden, cops and heroes showed up. The villain grabbed a hold of Deku again. Midoriya's mom said, "My baby, let him go, you monster." Before the villain started to squeeze Deku, and Deku could feel his bones crack. He was in a lot of pain, so he started screaming and crying. That's when the tree monster had grabbed his arm, and pulled it, and yanked it right off. Midoriya screamed in a lot of pain. That's when he felt a little something move across his eyes. Then all of a sudden, the bleeding stopped. Something black then started to come out from the hand, where his injury was, and it grew. And when it finished in the shape of a hand. Deku was amazed. He couldn't even focus on the pain. He couldn't even feel pain anymore. It was as if it had never happened. After about 5 minutes, the heroes and cops had managed to stop the villain monster, which released Deku about 3 minutes before. When the villain was captured, the heroes got a look at Deku's arm, and they saw he was completely black from where it used to be. After that, the black faded and merged into his hand and recreated his arm with his shirt, with where the shirt was. No, he didn't. Recreated his arm. Just recreated his arm, yeah. He was amazed at this. Does he have a healing quirk? Can he regenerate body parts? After this, Deku was taken to a hospital to see what happened. That's what the doctor said. Your son has a quirk. They must have mixed up the blood test with someone else, and Midoriya was happy to hear this. I can truly become a hero, though I have to find out what my quirk really is. But after that day, how long is this? 12 minutes. Okay, so when Midoriya arrived home, oh my god. Hold on. Decline this message. Sorry about that. He always calls at the wrong times. I had to refuse. Sorry about that. After 2 days, Midoriya was able to go home. When he went to sleep that night, he woke up in a black place. It was nothing but darkness. When he turned around, there were silver eyes. Okay. Yeah, basically, this is the face he saw, but instead of the pink, because the heat's it's genderless. Imagine it's silver instead. Silver. That's when it suddenly jumped at him. Midoriya woke up and it was morning already. He was sweating. I have to tell my mom about this. Okay, this is where I'm going to end it. I finally came back and finally did one. Yay, I'm so happy. Okay, I guess I'll see you tomorrow.